Be me. Clinically diagnosed autist. Can't own guns because brain broken. CBLM chimpouts. Decide I need protection. Get Colt Walker BP revolver. CCW it everywhere. Feels good man. Go to bank one day to deposit disability jibs check. Check bounces. Teller grills me on banking rules. Seems to think I'm forging checks. Calls manager over to talk to me. OSHA.jpg. At this point I'm sweating bullets. Worried I'm going to spend the rest of my life in prison for fraud. Entire bank glaring at me for holding up the line. The pressure is too much. Autismo.exe. Pull out big iron. Teller's eyes go wide. Yell at the top of my lungs. This is a robbery. Blast a 44-round ball into the roof. Everyone screams. Smoke everywhere. I drop the gun and make a run for it. Literally Forrest Gump all the way home. Hide in closet for hours. Police show up. We know you're in there. Surrender. Think my life is over. Spend night in jail contemplating how to end it all. Court releases. Me on probation because judge takes mercy on me for being obviously retarded. Not sure if feels good or feels bad man. Still want my walker back. Because you civilians don't respect the authority or the sacrifice of being in the service. I give my all to keep the black hordes away from you, and you never thank me for my service unless I physically compel you to. I had to beat a kid the other day and tell him no one would believe him until he finally agreed to thank me for my service. All day long I use my utility belt like a superhero in one of your little comic books, and for what? So I can get spit on by a mentally ill pink-haired lesbian with a master's in something I don't even understand? Then you dirtbag civilians cry about your rights. Hello. I have a job to do. I'm collecting evidence, perp. So yes, I will confiscate your guns if and when I'm ordered to. It's the law. Hello. I have a job to do like anyone else. It's my paycheck on the line. What do you think is the most important thing to me? Let me give you a little niggling insight into my day. Be me a cop. Pull over a woman driving 58 in a 55. Very respectful with her. Call her citizen or civilian the whole time. Assure her that she is safe thanks to my sacrifice. Show her my utility belt and my shock blaster. She tells me to fuck off. Says her husband is the governor's aide or something. Tells me she'll have my job. I lean forward. Get my face right next to hers. Let her smell my stinky cop breath. Grab a good, big handful of her meaty civilian pussy. Tell her no one will ever believe her. If she resists, I'll bring the full weight of the state police down on her. She shuts up. Thank me for my service. WW what? Thank me for my service. She finally does it. Release her meaty civilian pussy. Drive home. Wife says hello honey. I repeat hello honey in a very condescending tone. Beat the shit out of her while repeating hello honey. Son is watching this from the guardrails at the top of the staircase. Go upstairs. He's under the covers, pulled over his head. Beat the shit out of him and leave to go to the bar. I'm stressed. I've posted this before, but I'll do it again. Be me. In a dream. See some maniac beating the shit out of my wife with a metal pipe or something. Hold up pistol and take aim. 10,000 pounds trigger pull. Have to use both index fingers. Fire off one round. Complete miss. But maniac runs off. Decide to not chase him and take care of wife. She's a bloody mess. Hold her in my arms. Try to wipe some of the blood off her broken face. Look into her eyes as her life fades away. Hold her tight. Start to cry hysterically in extreme despair. Wake up in cold sweat and tears in my eyes. Thank God it was just a dream. Reach over to the other side of bed just to make sure my wife is still there and okay. Her side of the bed is empty. Instant panic. Sit up and turn on the bedside light. Slowly come to the realization that I was never married. Much less even have a GF. Somehow experience an even worse despair. Alright, so get this shit. Be me. Drive down to local gun store to pick up a new gun I just bought. On the way there, a 1980 Oldsmobile Delta 88 with 38-inch rims cuts me off and is making a racket. I, as a good hard-working red, white and blue-blooded American, simply turn the other cheek and proceed on my way. After getting to the LGS, I speak to the employee there, Bill, who I am good friends with, and as we are shooting the shit we hear something. The sound of god-awful monkey music is in the distance. It's closing in. Getting louder. At peak nigger music, 3 baboons charge the store. They all have Dracos with drums ready to go. Start demanding they give up the money, followed by this arrayed. Bill, channeling the power of All Hickory himself, stands tall. Right or not this again? The melanin-enriched individual replies, "It ain't me, fool." Just as quickly, Bill pulls out a Winchester 1300 from seemingly nowhere and opens up. One basketball American gets obliterated instantly. As the other 2 make a run for the door, he lets off 2 quick ones. He already knows he has them. Both coons eat a Winchester ammo sups 12 ga 33 1-ounce rifled slug. I stand amazed by the feat my brother-in-arms just accomplished. Bill just puts the Winchester away and acts as if nothing happened. Confused, I ask him how he can be so calm in a time like this. All he says is this happens at least 2 to 3 times a week. So yeah, I got a new gun, it's pretty cool. What do you guys think? I only paid about $400 for it, so it seems like a good deal for how nice it looks. Be me. Part of 3ID deployed out of fucking Korea. Go to Iraq in late 2003. Replace a reserve unit. Drive around in unarmored HMMWVs. Each battalion gets like $10K a month, cash, to spend on civic programs. Buy trash trucks and start sanitation pickup. Fix power grid. Fix water supply. Fix up schools. Fix up hospitals. They love America. Congress tells Dodd to cut civic funding. 4 months later, the Clar Isles shit up. 2 months later, we have more casualties in a single month than the entire previous occupation. Due media silence. No one even heard about Corps of Engineers repairing a major hydroelectric generator. More claw fuckery. Due media goes into propaganda mode. Try to explain to normies, blank fucking stare. TAS3. Be me, 27. Basically just sleepwalked through life since midway through grad school. No desire to do anything, raw apathy. Didn't even get a job until after a family friend basically gave it to me. 2014, get interested in guns. Didn't even know they were legal because nobody said anything, and just assumed they were banned because of the average Canadian's incessant desire to shit-talk USA to LARP as superior. Forget about it after a while because of sheer apathy. Probably doesn't help my father was an alcoholic bag of dicks that assumed the worst of me and thought he would get me wellness checked by a diversity hire using an abused and barely functional Smoothbur C7A1. Series of union strikes, layoff, unemployment jibs, scamdemic jibs, etc. Apathy fades. Hear about C21. What the fucking fuck? Hazy memories return that I wanted an M16A1 LARP and an M14. Motherfuckers. Lockdowns and surge in demand completely screwing up CFSC/CRFSC courses. Finally get a course months earlier than expected because somebody backed out and I was lurking the shit out of the local courses openings. Send off application. Now there are people all over the government spurging out trying to get handguns banned. Next I'm gonna lose my Tokarev in 1911. The moment I become lucent in my own Canadian nightmare, the government starts being a bunch of cocksucking retards and taking what little I actually want away from me before I even have it. Tie for reading my blog. Be me. 9 years old, growing up in suburbs. Neighbor kid is obsessed with all things war. Naturally we get along. Friends till about 14 years old. Mom is a total bitchy left-wing Karen. Dad is a literal cuck. Idolizes his grandpa, WW2 vet, and pretty sure he was in a Melita, took him hunting and camping. Gets a really into Nazi stuff and right-wing politics. A non your family is German general has the same last name as you. Are you related? I'd doubt it though. That sucks. Would have been baddest to have a real Nazi in your family. I move away and occasionally talk to him. He goes to college and I join the military. Both in mid-20s next time I hear from him. He's a fucking tranny, Plumpau activist, Communist Party, BLM supporter. Holy fuck, didn't not see that one. His grandfather died shortly before he went for college. Could only imagine the rage from your only grandson becoming a tranny, getting railed out by BBC. Feel like it could have been avoided if his dad wasn't a giant pussy. Let's share LGS stories, either as a customer or behind the counter. I started working behind a gun counter. I swear, every stereotype about every gun seller buyer is true and cranked up to 11. Be me, laid off because of Koof Chan. Apply for a job at Spree, that rhymes with gay fellas for shits and giggles. Actually offered a job, they even raised my salary. Hurry sheet, sweet. Start work. Everyone is some form of FUD, grunt style, or autist. One older dude who pushes 1911s on everyone, even grandmas. If she can't handle a 1911, she got no business owning a firearm, will constantly correct younger guys in typical boomer fashion on FUD lore. Constantly. Don't let the slide ride back. It's undue wear and tear, sir, we can't accept your kimmer as a return, have you tried breaking it in with 500 rounds? Younger guy, mid-30s, dumps all his income on guns, probably that dude that collected katanas, death metal CDs, and wore trench coats to high school in 2007. Dis nigga has to cycle every slide, bolt, and handle 6 gorillion times before handing it over to the customer. Clack. 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 Yup, Glocks are enormous fucking pieces of shit, get a canic as he hands over a Glock 19X to the horrified customer to review. Be hypothetical situation. Be me in 1978. God-loving family in South Carolina. Out watering my lawn and beer drinking after work. Neighbor comes out to his picket fence. Just short of a shout, he says howdy neighbor. Asks me if I registered my WW2 Mauser 98K as a machine gun yet. Says I should do it before they take the ability to own new machine guns away. I'd have the only bolt-action machine gun in the country. Tell him they're not gonna take away our machine guns. Heck am I gonna do with a bolt-action machine gun anyway? He says I'll regret it. Tell him I'll be fine, let me relax, and God bless him. MFW 1986.